can take my car.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have a new movie to review. But before I get into it, I have to ask a question. Does killing get easier after someone has had their first kill? The reason I ask is because this movie that I've this movie that I've just seen is a psychological movie, I think. Yes, I think I'll categorize this under a psychological movie. It is titled Adulthood, featuring Josh Gad and Kaya Scodelario. I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. So first things first, movie synopsis. Now imagine this. Two siblings, their mother has just had a stroke, partial stroke, and she's been admitted to the hospital. So they have to come together to figure out what to do next. In the process of coming together, they realize that there's secrets buried in the house, literally and figuratively buried in their mother's house. And it's a dead body from 2 million years ago. And so things kept escalating out of their control. External forces start to come in, making demands and blackmailing, and then paranoia sets in. I think that was like the peak of everything. Once paranoia sets in, you become a full blown psycho. But yeah, that is what happened in the movie. The movie is not just about, it's not about age, it's about the weight of the choices you make as adults. And being an adult does not come with a manual. You can find yourself in the most ridiculous, unpredictable, sticky, messy situation with no guide on how to figure it out. I like movies that stick with realism. Like if you stick with like choices that majority of the population of humans would make, that is what the movie did. I don't want to, there are some situations I want to experience. There's just no going back, and how they played that part out was just, it was just surreal. Let me put it that way. Now, let me talk about the characters. I've not seen a lot of George Gad's actual movie, but I've seen some of his voiceover movies, mostly cartoons, and he's always like this funny character, his voice. So seeing this real version, this movie where it's like it's like a real situation here. It's like it's was very interesting to watch. It was fun. And then Kaya, on the other hand, I haven't seen a lot of her movie, but I've seen one of her movie, I think Pro. So I see her as this. She brings intensity. The movie centers around emotional baggage, life choices, and the realization that being an adult does not mean you know what you're doing. It's about growing up is easy, but the choices you make and living with those choices is a real deal. That is like the real issue. That is where the work is. A solid 9 out of 10. Actually, 9.5 out of 10. If you like character-driven movies, I would recommend the movie to you. Give it a watch. Adulthood featuring Josh Gad and Kaya Scodelario. Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.